Joe, can you please tell me where and when you were born?
Yes, I was born in
Montazzoli, Italy.
February 22nd, 1943.
Can you please tell me the name of your parents?
Peter and Jovina.
What did they do for a living in Italy?
My father had a mill, a grain mill and a corn mill, but it turned the grains into flour.
And what about your mom?
And my mother was a homemaker, and they worked on a farm.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
It's 12 kids in our family.
7 sisters and 5 brothers.
Can you describe um, what life was like in Italy, like what you did every day?
We went to school till 12 o'clock. After 12, we ended up going on a farm, and we got to watch the sheeps, had goats, and we worked on a farm with my parents.
Did you ever turn the grain into flour?
No, no, my father wouldn't let us do that. I was too young.
Why did you and your family decide to come to America?
For a better life.
And who made the overall decision as to why you guys were coming?
My parents did. Made the final decision, but we all wanted to come.
How old were you when you came to America?
I was 14 years old.
And when you came, who came with you? Like, how many of your siblings, or did you all come?
It was 7 of us. 4 sisters, me and my younger brother, and my mother.
What about your dad?
My father, one of my sisters, and one of my older brother came here 2 years before us.
What were they doing here?
And they came to work.
How did you get to America?
They were shipped.
How long did it take?
9 days.
How did you feel coming here?
I felt lousy. I was sick 8 days out of the 9. I was laying in bed for the 8 days. The only thing we could eat was the fruit. My younger brother, he was only 5 years old. He used to go to the cafeteria, pick the food up, and bring it to the cabin because me and my sisters were all sick. Except him, the younger brother, he didn't get sick.
So you said that your older brother, older sister, and father came to America 2 years before you and the rest of your family. Where were they living and what were they doing?
They lived in one of my aunt for a little while, and then they bought a house across the street from my aunt.
And where did your aunt live?
In Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Scotch Plains.
And when they came to America, did they sail into New York?
Yes, we all came to New York.
When they got here, were they working?
Yes.
What were they doing?
My sister worked at a factory as a seamstress. My brother and my father worked with my uncle. He was a mason contractor. My father worked as a laborer, and my brother was a laborer and learned the trade to become a mason.
Was your father sending money over to you guys in Italy?
Whenever he could, yes, he sent something.
Who paid for your trip here? Him?
Yeah, my father did. Well, they all chipped in. My father, my brother, my sister, they all chipped in.
When you guys first arrived, where did you guys live? Like, did your brother, sister, and dad move into like a bigger house, or did you all squeeze?
We all, they bought a 3-bedroom house. There were 3 bedrooms and 1 bath, and we all lived in the same house.
Upon your arrival, was it easy for your mom to find a job? Did she find a job right away?
No, my mother didn't work for quite a while.
Did you find a job?
No, I was only 14. I went to school, and then the following year I started working.
Did you graduate high school?
Yes, I did.
What about college?
No.
So what did you do after high school?
I went into business with my brother. as a mason contractors.
Did you ever work in the military? Did you ever?
Yes, I joined the National Guards in 1963. I went away for 6 weeks, and then we go away weekends, 1 weekend a month, and 2 weeks during the 2 weeks in the summer time as a summer camp.
Was it a hard adjustment moving here?
Yes, it was.
Why?
Well, we didn't know the language. That was the hardest part because you couldn't talk to anybody.
Did people like get frustrated with you often?
Some of it did. The good part was that in Scotch Plains there was a lot of the people that came from our town that came before us, and they knew the language, so it was easy for us to communicate with some other people in town. But going to stores and going to school, it was tough because we didn't know anything.
Were you ever discriminated because you were an immigrant?
Not really, no.
How long did you work with your brother for?
About 8 years. Meantime, I got married, got 2 kids, and I started my own business.
Where did you eventually settle down your family?
The Scotch Plains.
How far are your siblings from you today?
Well, 2 of them passed away. 2 of them in South America, in Argentina. 1's in California, and the rest of them, they're all around Scotch Plains, Fenwood area.
Your siblings live near you?
2 of them passed away. 2's in Argentina, South America. I got a brother in California, and the rest are live in the Scotch Plains, Fenwood area.
How do you occupy your time now?
I retired for a while, and then I went back to work. I'm building a house, and I occupy my time going back and forth, checking on the job.
Have you been back to Italy since you've come to America?
Yes, I was back there 3 times.
Do you miss it?
Not really. I have nobody there anymore, so I really don't miss it.
Is the farm your parents own still there?
There might be some property still, but the bulk of it, we went back and sold it all.